So we're in the wilds of Utah, you might say, on an outing up Utah County, I guess you could still consider this. Mark is ahead of me just because it's all my catch up with him. He said he had to adjust his pack and find a place with shade for a second. Surprisingly, Rio, at the very last minute, texted me and said that it looks like he's going to try to make it up here. So we'll see if we might have him show up. I think he might show up at night. We'll see. But anyway, we're up, I guess I can say where we're at. We're at Forest Lake. You have to hike 2 miles in to get into it. And you have to drive a ways as well. And yeah, so that's where we're at. As it gets squatchier, I'll maybe do a little filming here. But anyway, that's all for the moment.
Orchard's up here, remember?
Yep.
On the east side of the lake.
Yeah, I wish we had more time to look, but I guess now we do have more time.
Well, I got lots of time now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go up on that hill where those calls were coming from. I want to go up there in those trees.
Yeah, I'm going to hit both sides. There's like a little, this be a clearing kind of back there, almost a meadow. It's back a little this way, but
I could find a tree.
and then there's a stand of trees that way where I think the noises were coming from. I tried to find it the last time I was up here, but I'm not sure I did. It could have been further though, I don't know.
You think those calls were Bigfoot that we heard? What's your opinion on it?
I think, I tend to be, I guess you could say conservative or more stick in the mud, but I would say it's better than 50% chance is what I would say.
Too.
Because just...
Because the volume seems a little too loud for... But they didn't have, the coyotes, I've heard lots of coyotes. I worked on a ranch.
Yeah, I've been a few times where I've heard them.
They yip a lot.
Yeah.
They yip and yap.
I haven't heard them a lot, but the times I have, they kind of stay in the area and they trail off in the distance finally and they move away. And it wasn't just an explosion of sound and they're gone. Like a ghost or something.
I had to say that that's probably closer to wolves than it is coyotes, what we heard.
Yeah, it sounded like, and it was interesting how the old alpha male one started up and then all the others kicked in like they were a pack, but it wasn't. Anyway,
yeah. And it's funny how they just ended suddenly. Like it's almost like they're led by a choir director.
It was like it was, obviously it was meant for us or something because they knew we were their audience or something.
I know what it was for us.
It was not like it was for themselves, it was different.
I think it was because we were leaving and all those calls that we did.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything to do with the dogs. I think it was response to the calls we were doing.
Well, I mean everybody there, but maybe the dogs too. I mean, it wasn't them yipping amongst themselves and like their little pack for themselves. It was projected out for an outside audience. Anyway.
Right? How long did you say? I thought it was about 20 seconds. Did you think it was longer? Real thought it was about a minute.
It wasn't that long. I mean, it wasn't a minute. It's more like 20 seconds.
That's what I thought.
But the impact of it, I could see where you would think it lasted. It seems, like it lasted. I could be wrong.
Well, that was a good idea that we responded back. Do you have any kind of recording device with you?
Oh yeah, I'm loaded up today. Yeah.
This time when we make some calls, let's turn that sucker on.
Yeah, I got one of those recorders they use to go all night on, except that it's an older model, it only goes for an hour and the batteries are used up, but it's a good quality recorder.
Trouble is they did the house and we least suspected it.
I'm sure they'll do that like that again. And I got an action cam, and I got the cell phone with the gimbal, and then I have the zoom in one, the camcorder. I got all of them charged up, ready to go.
Think of all the times I've heard whoops and wind knocks and stuff. It's always been when I'm walking away or turned around or doing something else. It's like when I least suspect it.
Yeah, it's like they know. Okay, guys, they aren't recording right now. Let's
Yeah, it's like they almost know.
let's do it. We'll flip this around. Yes.
I'm going to put this strap on real quick.
Okay. Just doing a little filming. Well, there's a nice X.
Yeah, that's interesting. Probably just somebody chopped it with an axe right there, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl and I found a real nice eating area.
For Sasquatch?
Yeah, we were up behind Moose Ponds. We were in this little valley. It was so beautiful. It was tucked in the back there. It was all green, and there's a stream going through it. It's like a perfect place for a Bigfoot, I told him. I said, this is great. And then about 5 minutes later...
Is that where the structures started appearing?
Well, we didn't see any structures down there. It was just
Oh, okay.
along the creek, but
You showed me some, so I was wondering.
yeah, those were on the way up, along the creek.
Oh.
I always follow creeks. That's where you find most stuff. But
Yeah, that's true. Water.
this was along the creek, probably 40 feet from the creek, and there was a big log, like a little clearing, and there was bones all the way around it.
Oh. Yeah, that's interesting.
No leg bones.
So they were scattered, kind of like they'd been plucked off,
but they were
and
snapped. They were.
not just something that died right there. It's dismembered,
it was
dismembered, and
something was torn apart and eaten there.
yeah.
Like multiple animals. It wasn't.
Okay, so over time they had
It was
taken
mostly-
multiple animals there.
Had to do with the shoulders and the vertebrae area. Didn't see any leg. We didn't see any legs.
So like eating ribs.
Didn't see any rib cages. Might have been some rib bones.
Oh, okay. Just figured vertebrae
Anyway,
attached to the ribs.
Bill got
But
pretty excited about that.
it was in a circle, really?
Well, it was just kind of scattered.
Scattered
you
in
know,
a-
around, but it was like you sitting on the log and throwing them behind, or sitting this way and throwing them that way, and then throwing
got it.
some that way. And
Oh, okay. Just a pile kind of around the
it was
area.
about I'd say a diameter of about 12 feet
Okay.
in the circle.
Yeah, it sounds like a kitchen to me. At least I would say.
But I was thinking that, I told Daryl, I says, I thought I was Sasquatch. I'd be living right in this little valley right here. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I need to go up to the inches more. It's just a little further. And I can't remember what this is called, but it's edible. So I had a class recently where they taught us stuff. I think is that one marshmallow? I'm not sure. Anyway. If I see any mint, I'm going to use it for my toothbrush.
That looks like that's part of
The car.
See the bolts?
Yep. Maybe over the.
Look at this X right here
Tire.
on the left.
Oh yeah. Definitely an X. Whether it's natural or not, I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like a marker.
I'm going to sit down up here on this log.
Alright.
This is
Nice
a little
shaded.
steep for me.
Yep. Looks like they've cleaned this place up a little bit. I went up here in
That's too high. That's too high.
spring
Go this way.
and they had trees blocking everything and just ripped up and thrown across. And some of it was probably just snow melt, but some of it looked like it was purposely been cracked and blocked the way. Sure, they did a bunch cleaning up every spring.
Oh, that was a hike and a half.
Just now. remember filming this in a past video up here. I always thought this looked pretty squatchy. I don't know if that's what caused it, but it always looks interesting. This one over here is obviously it's basically stripped. I don't know if it grew there or not. The other one is not stripped, but anyway. I guess I just cleared debris out over here. I'm not sure what it is. It's just dead trees. Some nice flowers. And some berries here. Can't remember what these are called. They choke berries. I'm sure someone can remind me what they're called. Oh, the sun decided to go behind there. I've seen them before, I just can't remember what they're called. Or maybe I'm thinking of something similar in Florida, which is actually different. Where I'm from is Florida. Well, the sun went behind the clouds. It instantly looks less inviting and more squatchy. But that's not going to last because there's the cloud that's blocking the sun just all by itself. What was that? I wasn't recording it. Nearby to Ron Moorhead's Sierra camp. Not really. Just kidding. Of course, this is Utah, not the Sierras. We hear a hawk in the background, we think. Here we are, Forest Lake. We might camp over here. Looks like somebody pulled their Polaris up there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't see any camping equipment, so I guess they're just driving through. Lakes over this direction. Lac du Forêt, Lake of the Forest. No, it's in French. until I'm really bored and start speaking French. Just joking. Mark went down this way. He might prefer a camp with closer water. Looks like there's some people here. School starts today for a lot of kids, but apparently I don't think college students yet. I understand why there's less Sasquatch activity in summer. Besides it being hot, there's more humans just wandering around, like myself. Let's see if I can take a shortcut down. There's trying to ski on a little board out there. I don't know if you can see. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay. Guess whatever floats your boat. It's like Sasquatching, whatever floats your boat. Guess that could be fun. Sure. Oh, there. Listen. Hark, is that a Sasquatch I hear? Just kidding. Yeah, I see. Oops, looks like they lost their person they were pulling on the four-wheel drive vehicle, ATV. Oh, there goes the sun, kind of behind some clouds. Sounds more peaceful when they aren't driving along. So if anybody's heard Rio tell a story about all the sounds we heard, so it would have been over that direction, kind of down into kind of a lower depression. Actually, you can't really see where it was, but it's up there. It looks great. That's a pretty good camp right there. It's smaller, but pretty good. That's kind of inventive.
Who would have thought you'd water skiing at Forest Lake?
Yeah.
That's pretty creative, you know?
Yeah, they had them out on a board and they were just going along.
You know, we used to do that after a hike when I was in college. We used to do that in Orem at those Murdochs. They had those cement ditches in Orem for irrigation. And we used to drive along and then we'd
pull
somebody down the ditches, kind of like that.
That's where they got the idea from. I don't know.
Probably their fathers, you know, grandfathers.
Yeah. Well, there's a smaller camp right there. The one up there is a little bigger. It's a nice flat area, but
No water.
everything's primitive camping. Yeah, the only water source is this lake right here. So, yeah.
God, I just don't. But there had to be a creek here at one time. Probably in the spring, it probably dried up.
I know there's a creek flowing.
See that ditch up there?
Yeah.
That was like there used to be a creek in the spring. See that kind of meanders up the side of that mountain?
I know there's a creek that kind of follows the trail in here, but I had to see where it goes. I don't know where it goes. It doesn't seem like it goes directly in here.
See, I think we heard the Bigfoot right up there in that saddle up there where all those trees are. That's what I was thinking.
I thought it was over that way, but
That way?
on our exit out.
I don't know. It was dark. I don't know.
See.